How's my hair look?
Good.
Right side, put it down. Other side, other side. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carl J. Schneider Memorial Gymnasium today at St. Pius. I'm Gino Monachino, and I'm not joined by my colleague Cole Elling today. Today we have a matchup between two very good basketball teams with the St. Pius Warriors and North Kansas City Hornets, I believe. And it'll be an interesting one tonight. We're at home. The Warriors are at home, but this North Kansas City team is very, very talented. They beat Park Hill, and Park Hill just won a Liberty North tournament. So it'll be interesting to watch how Pius can contain this team. This team's strengths, they have a lot of speed, they're long. Their weaknesses, though, is I don't know if they have enough experience playing together. There's a couple seniors, a couple juniors, a couple sophomores. So we'll see how that goes and how their coach really plans it out. And for the Warriors, you know, we have 5 seniors, but we get a lot of production from our juniors too, Kyle Taylor and Ben Wade. And our strengths, we can move the ball well, we can shoot, but our weaknesses are we just don't move the ball very much, and we need to not have any more turnovers. And we'll be. I'll see you at the start of the game. So bad.
At junior number 15, Eric Slack. At senior number 22, Lance Rogers. At senior number 32, Dang Bull. And at senior number 35, TJ Abner. Now let's hear for the starting lineup for your St. Pius 10 Warriors. At 6'1", a senior, number 11, Tommy Holmrecker. At 6'1", a junior, number 12, Kyle Taylor. At 6'1", a junior, number 21, Nathan Score. At 6'1", a senior, number 32, Johnny Conforti. At all 6'7", a senior, number 42, Andrew Hipp.
Come on, hurry. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the tip-off of the game. And today we're being joined by a guest analyst, John Lamberto.
How you guys doing tonight?
All right, we begin with the Warriors winning the tip-off. Passing to Johnny Conforti, laid up, and it is swatted by number 15, Eric Slack. Dang Bull is our point guard. I heard he's very athletic, very fast, very long, and he can dunk, Johnny Joe.
I'm telling you what, tonight the key to the game is rebounds. The Warriors have to get rebounds and maintain offensive boards and defensive boards. That's how you're going to win this game tonight.
I could not agree more against this team. Dang Bull is really their vocal point of the offense, as I hear from some of the St. Pius, the 10th Warriors. Chekeze Anakwe told me that he can get up very high. And as we see, a cash 3 by number
Babaker.
35, Babaker. TJ.
Pre-game warm-ups, Babaker was showing some range, so that's no surprise for me.
And Dang Bull with the steal, and I'm not surprised if he almost
touching rim there.
He was trying to get up really high, and it is swatted by number 11, Tommy Holmrecker. He's really kind of been struggling in the early points of the season, John and Joe. What do you think that is?
I think Tommy's just being, frustrated when the game goes on. When they're losing and they're down big. I think he gets frustrated. But if they would take it slow and just make good passes and just get it into the bigs, we'd have no problem.
Yeah, John and Joe, I agree. But I think it's some of the football rust he needs to get off. He needs to come back in the game slowly, and I think he's just rushing it. He needs to slow it down and just take it game by game.
And he likes to take control, as being the quarterback, being the leader of the team in football. It's totally understandable where...
Oh! Wow, Andrew Hipp with a big swat as Dang Bolt regains possession with the floater, and it is bricked. He gets his own rebound, and it is blocked again by Andrew Hipp. That's 2 blocks. And Tommy Homeberger looked to be fouled, but no foul is called as he regains possession of the ball. And there's an early lead for North Kansas City, 3-2, with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Kyle Taylor has been a really good part of our offense this year, averaging about 13 points a game as he shoots a 3, and it is drilled.
That's money all day from Kyle. Do not give him that space.
Early lead for the Warriors.
If you're North Kansas City, you have to be scouting Kyle because he has the range, so they have to be playing up on him.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Scouting in high school is big, and at any level it is big. At any level.
In any sport in general, football, whatever that be, just preparation for your opponents. When it's time to perform, the time to prepare is over.
Amen. I believe that's a...
It's a quote from Miss Hipp's room.
Yeah, Lisa Hipp, yeah. Is it Effalu?
Elfel, yeah.
Elfel.
Jonathan Elfel.
Jonathan Elfel at the line drills the first.
And these are the type of things players need to get. They're called free throws for a reason. And just he misses right there. Elfel cannot be missing those. And any player in general, when you get a free throw, you just got to make it. And as Mr. Gardner's walking in, we'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Gardner. See you, love you, bye.
Number 35, Babker. Oh, he went in. He's going too fast. He needs to slow down, John and Joe.
I like the aggressiveness from Babker driving into the lane, and that's something that players need to realize. You need to create that contact because you need to get in the heads of the opponents, and I think that's what Babker did there. And although he missed, he just needs to keep driving in.
So we can see they're trying to get into the zone offense as 15. Eric Slack bricks a 3. And as Kyle Taylor goes up, and that almost looked like goaltending. I believe it was by Dang Bull.
Yeah, Dang Bull does look very athletic being 6'3", so he does have a height advantage over most of our Warriors, which are 6'1". So, and a lot of these North Kansas City Hornets, if you look at the lineup, Elfel 6'3", Eric Slack is 6'4", Rogers 6'5", Dang Bull 6'3", TJ Babker 6'2". So, if you look at this lineup, the height advantage is there. But, like I said, the most important thing, just keep boxing out and get the rebounds.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And this team does not only have height, John and Joe, they also have speed.
Yes.
And that is a big part of their offense.
And that's what the Warriors need to contain. If a school is very athletic and tall, you need to realize in basketball, that's a great thing to have. But if you have strength down low, and like we have Andrew Hipp at 6'7", we need to feed him the ball down low. As you see in the past games through the season, whenever we feed him the ball down low, he finds a way to put it in.
Yeah, he had 22 against Ray Pack. That was a big game for him earlier in the season. And, yeah, John and Joe, and I think to stop this fast and athletic team, I like the zone move from Mr. Coakley, our head coach of the basketball team. I think it really just slows them down and makes them think.
I also think it's safer, too, because if you think about it, the man-to-man, if they're running across court, with this athletic team, the speed, variation, are we going to be able to catch them across the court? Probably not, so the zone move is very smart.
As Johnny Conforti gets the ball in the corner, Johnny's a very interesting player for this team. He likes to be inside a lot, but we know he can shoot the ball. Yeah. He just is like afraid to shoot. What do you think of Johnny?
I think Johnny is a very good player down low, but he also has that range of sort of a Bill Laimbeer, if we look back to, a big that can shoot outside. And I think Johnny can't be afraid to let, those fly. And, as we see, Andrew Hipp gets the rebound right there. That's what I'm talking about. And he just overthrew Nathan Storm. And passes like that you can't have. You want to get the rebound, but turnovers are what kills teams.
Yes, Johnny Joe, I was just about to bring that up. We have turned the ball over a lot early in the season, and that's the things that really we need to limit.
Just improve.
Yeah, I know it's early in the season, and that looked like a travel.
Yeah, he totally jumped when he shot there.
But
by back.
we really need to improve that. That's just a bad thing. That's just a bad thing
and see,
from early in the
another
season.
Pass like that.
Yeah, another pass.
Babker steals that one, and there you go. Find it to Bull inside, and just those are easy points.
That was Elful.
And Elful number 2? Yeah,
yes.
That was Elful.
And then Pius has an early lead, 7-6, with 2:30 and change left, as Tommy Homebrecker is fouled by number 32, Dang Bull.
But as we're here in the foul before they pass it in, it's the turnovers. I like to quote Bill Belichick. You could give up as many yards as you want in a game, as many touchdowns, but if you keep turning the ball over, your chances to score they're gonna fade away. And I know football's different than basketball, because basketball you get more chances to score, but still turnovers kill. And Johnny pulls up for 3, he misses, but that's the type of range he needs to show off.
I could not agree more. Johnny can shoot, and he's just afraid early in the season. I think this team. I think this Warrior team has a lot of potential, and we have some depth on the bench. We have Chekazay and Akui.
Yes,
we have
Chekazay does bring athleticism.
Ben Wade. Ben Wade has really shown how much he can do with against Ray Peck. He was guard number 35. He was a 6'6", great shooter. He could play in the post, and Ben Wade shut him down in the fourth quarter. That it really almost helped us come back in the game.
And here's what I like about this team. We're dominantly led by seniors and juniors, and that's something that really, a lot of teams may bring up sophomores or freshmen if they're good enough, but it's a lot of time, being experienced. And the experience that these players have in the game, as Kyle's shooting free throws here, watch, he makes it. Oh, he missed it. See, these are the type of things like I was talking about before. You got to make free throws.
Yeah, and an interesting thing is I heard Kyle in middle school, wasn't he the free throw champion?
Yes, and I played for St. Andrews. He played for St. Therese, but obviously I heard many stories about Kyle, about how he had a shooting coach, a free throw coach, and that's why he's such a good shooter. So when you see Kyle miss free throws and shots, you're a little surprised, but obviously no player's perfect.
And also Walter Beardman enters the game.
Walter Beardman entered the game, but Andrew Hipp just made a poor error in throwing that ball, and that's the type of turnovers we can't have.
Yeah, I think that's Andrew's second turnover.
We can't have that.
Yes, can't have those passes. Eight to 6 is a score with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Jaja, what do you think both teams have done well so far?
Well, here's for North Kansas City. Obviously, the turnover differential that they've had, I think it's not mostly them. It's mostly on us, just because we're making poor passes. But they capitalized on them, and that's the thing that North Kansas City's done during this game. Whenever we've gave them a turnover, but whether it be a bad pass or them just stealing the ball, they've capitalized on it. But for us as St. Pius, I thought we've chose good shots so far. No shot has been, totally wild or anything. Johnny pulled up for 3, was wide open. That's a good shot. So Warriors need to keep looking to find good looks.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Although what you said about them capitalizing on turnovers, I feel like they could capitalize more with only 6 points being scored. I think we played very good defense too, with this 3-2 zone we have going on right now. I see we have 3 juniors on the court. Chekazay Anakwi, Kyle Taylor, and Ben Wade. And the other 2 are seniors, Tommy Homebrecker and Walter Beardman.
And I like how in this 3-2 zone, they obviously have Check and Beardman on the lower blocks. But, Beardman brings a little bit of toughness down there. But I like Chekazay down there because he brings the athleticism of jumping and, grabbing boards. And like I said before, you need to grab rebounds to win this game.
Yeah, I could not agree more. As Tommy drives it in and kicks out to Kyle Taylor, and he drives, and he is blocked. That was a tough shot for Kyle Taylor. He's blocked by number 21, Darius Pennington. As Dang Bull throws up a circus shot, and it goes in the hoop.
That is a crazy shot, and that's the athleticism that they bring. Obviously, these kids have probably been playing basketball for a long time, but that crazy shot like that, it just shows what type of players these kids are.
Oh, Walter Beardman almost makes another bad pass.
And those are the types of turnovers we can't have. So you know, as Tommy's up here, he's got to be thinking, you know, smart passes, get it in. There you go, get it inside.
Check.
A give and go. That's what we need.
As Tommy shoots, and it is swatted again, this time by Pennington. Once again, as Dang Bull's taking it up the court with 40 seconds left in the first quarter, tied at 8.
They have number 13 checked in, a sophomore, DeAnthony Pennington. So that's a matchup that maybe Homebrecker would be on him a little bit in this 3-2 zone.
I think Darius and DeAnthony are brothers, both Penningtons.
Yeah.
A junior and a sophomore.
One's 6'6" and the other one's 6'2", so I mean.
Yeah, this DeAnthony brings a guard coming off the bench for Babker and Rogers, and Darius comes off the bench with a lot of size, a lot of height. He's their big man, he's shown with 2 blocks already. As there's 3 seconds left, Kyle pulls up, and it is in.
And that's what I was talking about before. You know, when Kyle Taylor puts up shots like that, although that was a little deep, just in my opinion, I probably wouldn't have taken that shot personally, but Kyle Taylor, through the frequent practicing he's done his whole childhood in basketball, you know, you got to realize when he puts up a shot like that, you know, he has a great chance to put it in.
Yeah, as Kyle, as we can see, Kyle has 9 of our 11 in the first quarter.
That's incredible, but I also find a problem with that. I don't like when one player takes control of the game.
But if he's got the hot hand, you just got to pass it to him.
And I understand that. You know, you keep feeding the guy that's hot right now, but you know, you also have to realize that, like I said before, they got to get it inside. They have a height advantage with Andrew Hipp.
And as we can see down here, I think Jonathan Forty is getting medical attention by our trainer, Courtney. I don't know anything about the injury, but hopefully we'll get some feedback from Courtney to see what the injury is.
You know, here's what I think about basketball. You know, obviously Johnny came in with a hamstring problem, and these players really have to nurse their injuries because, you know, you don't want to go into a game with a lingering injury because that just, you know, slows down your performance, and it's going to hold the team back because, you know, as many people say, you're only as good as your weakest link. So.
Yes, John and Joe, I think it's really hard to play the game of basketball not 100%.
Yeah, and you know, like Charles Barkley said, you know, playing on a sprained ankle is one of the worst things. So, you know, if one of the greats is saying it, you know, obviously these players need to take that into account.
I totally agree. That is tipped, but hit off Kyle Taylor's finger with another turnover for Pius.
And we just can't have that. It's just bad turnovers, and that's number 2 for Kyle. So
that's 2 turnovers for Tommy Homebrecker early in the game. I think that's a total of 6 in the first quarter and going into the second now. As Andrew Hipp gets the board, as he got up there high, that was a great rebound. Tommy with the outlet pass. Kyle over to Ben Wade in the corner as he pump fakes, pulls up for 2. Ben should just take that 3. He's a good shooter.
And I like the pump fake. I think pump fakes are very efficient. But, you know, obviously Ben has to take into account that this is a very athletic team they could jump out of the gym. So if you got a defender coming up at your face, you got to realize either pass it or, you know, take it earlier.
Yeah, Dang Bull with that big block. That was a very talented block. He used his long arms to swat that one away.
So as who is that? Number 20?
21, that's...
number 21. So that's Pennington. So that's DeAnthony's brother. So that's a taller Pennington, you know. Obviously, he made one out of his 2. And
he missed them both.
Did he miss them both?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, like I said before, free throws, you got to have them.
As Andrew's fighting for the rebound against Darius Pennington.
I like the hustle by Andrew Hipp.
And here comes Dang Bull. Oh, my God. Dang Bull can get up, Johnny Joe, I told you.
And, you know, that's the athleticism we're talking about. You can't give these North Kansas City Hornets a lane.
Yeah, Johnny Joe, if I was Coakley right now, I probably would have called a timeout after that. Yeah. You know, that's a big play in the game.
It's a big momentum swing.
Yes. Was that Dang Bull? Yeah. As he tries to throw up another circus shot, he's traveled.
And see, you know, he still gets in. I know the shot doesn't count, but they can't let these guys get inside. They need to put their bigger body guys down low and stop them.
Yeah, and if we were in man right now, could you imagine all these kids, Dang Bull going one-on-one against Tommy?
It's just a
I know
simple
Tommy's a great athlete, but Dang Bull is just way too fast for Tommy.
See that shot right there by Andrew Hipp. So they get that inside, and that's just what Andrew does. It's just a simple move in the low post, and that's what we need as you know, this team. You know, our outside game, it's a little iffy. You know, Kyle's really good outside, but you know, we still need to work it inside.
As Tommy gets the rebound there, Warriors have a 3-point lead. There's 6 and change left in the second quarter. Ben Wade with the ball on the wing as he's dribbling, and he picks up his dribble and he passes it to Tommy Homewrecker.
You know, as my old coach used to say, don't just take 2 dribbles and pick up the ball. There's no point in that. You know, if you're going to dribble it, find a way to pass the ball.
As Ben Wade gives the Northtown defender another pump fake, gets him out of the way and drives in. Andrew Hipp with a great spin move on the block, and that puts the Warriors up 5.
And like I've been saying this whole game, get the ball inside.
That was a good move. Good move by Slack, but that's just not falling for him right now. There's a lid on the basket for North Kansas City. As Ben with another good pump fake.
Good rebound.
And Walter's pocket is picked by number 35, Babker. Babker out to DeAnthony, and he finishes almost blocked by Kyle Taylor.
So as you can see, the fast break for North Kansas City is very deadly. So if we miss a shot or give up, a steal, we got to get back.
As Tommy puts a nice move on Dang Bull, it works around the arc to Andrew Hipp, and Walter Beardman is fouled by Babker. That's Babker's first. As North Kansas City has 5 fouls and we have 3, this team, I believe, they're deep in their bench, so I don't think they'll have any problem if they get in foul trouble. And Tommy with the big steal and one. Tommy Homewrecker, great athletic play, smart play by Tommy Homewrecker.
Got to capitalize on this one free throw because, as we know, this game is just all really close in points. So that 1 point could decide this game, in the second half.
Yeah, let's see if Tommy can knock down this free throw. And the free throw is missed by Tommy Homewrecker, rebounded by Jonathan Elfel. 35 drives the baseline and it lays it up. Babker with the nice lay-in.
The reverse layup is so dangerous because if you're driving, down the baseline, obviously people are thinking you're going to pass it out because there's really no shot, but that reverse layup is very dangerous.
Yeah, and that's a timeout for the Warriors. Yeah, it's been a great game so far. John and Joe, what do you take away so far?
Well, here's what I'm looking at. What are the Warriors doing well? Well, the Warriors, if they keep getting it inside to Andrew Hipp, will be fine. But what are the Warriors not doing well? It's all one word: turnovers. We got to stop the turnovers. If we stop the turnovers, we have more opportunity to get points. We're in the lead right now, and that to me is surprising just because given how many turnovers do we have so far, Gino?
I believe we have about 6.
So if we have 6 turnovers right now, just to me, it doesn't equate out how we're winning, but I'm happy that we're winning anyway. But, North Kansas City, obviously what they're doing wrong is capitalizing on the turnovers. They need to do a better job on that. And, what they're doing right is they drive in the lane and they get good shots.
I agree, Johnny Joe. As Kyle Taylor drives, he's called for traveling. Yeah, he took a couple more steps than he should have. But that was a tough play. That's good defense. Good defense.
And that's what the Warriors got to do. They got to drive it inside because this team is a good perimeter team, and like we said, they can block shots real easily. So we got to drive it inside, pump fake, and do something.
Babker has 5. He's having himself a pretty good game so far. As they get it into Dang Bull, he's trying to work something in the post. But Dang Bull, he's turned it over a few times too. He needs to take care of the ball a little more. He's a senior, 6'3", like we said earlier, long, athletic. He's a great player. He's one of their best players.
For some reason, I think, a lot of these players are just apprehensive, and, they're a little nervous coming into the game. But, when you go into, the second quarter, when those nerves get out, I just think that what happens in the first quarter carry on to the second, and that just can't happen for this team.
Yes, I totally agree. As Babker was looking to shoot from long range, as he drives Warriors are playing great defense. As Tommy steals the ball and goes up for a layup, and he is blocked. Wow. Lance Rogers with the huge block.
And so Lance Rogers is around 6'5", and Homebrecker's 6'1", so Tommy's got to be expecting when you go up for that layup, he's got a pump fake or something.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I think Tommy right there has to go into the body of Rogers. Well, why would he expect to outjump the 6'5" Rogers? He needs to get up in his body, take some contact, and go to the line.
And I think, this week at practice, if they can, work on driving the lane and just not being afraid to put a body on someone.
As Johnny Conforti kicks it out to Kyle Taylor, up for another three. Got it! Kyle Taylor having himself a game with 12 points already in this first quarter. Kyle is 4 for 4 from the field as a Pius crowd. The student section gets loud over there. 15 with the pull-up. And it is no good. Rebounded by Andrew Hips.
And that's at least Slack's second or third miss tonight. And he's taking good shots, but he's just got to capitalize on those.
Yeah, things are just not falling his way tonight as Tommy kicks it to Ben Wade in the corner. Babker's guarding Ben Wade. 4 rebounds for Babker. That's Andrew Hips' 4th rebound, Johnny Joe. Like you said earlier, that's
the key to
this show. That's the key to success. And you're correct so far. It has been a big part of this game. They haven't given up many offensive rebounds as Andrew Hip goes to the line for a 1-and-1 situation. As he misses the first and the only shot, as Johnny gets the offensive rebound. And kicked out to Tommy, and he drills it. Tommy Homebrecker, wow, gives a 9-point lead to this Warrior squad.
And the 3 is great, but you can't live and die by it. So I think the Warriors, obviously they've had success beyond the arc, but they need to stick to their basics and principles and get it inside still.
As this Northtown offense is just moving the ball around, tries to get it in the middle, and they're just forcing those passes tonight.
What I don't like about this Northtown team is they like to throw the ball across the court.
Yeah, as number 22, Lance Rogers. Yeah. They need to keep him in the game. Yeah. He's been a difference maker on the court so far.
Defensively and offensively, Lance Rogers has done pretty well. Defensively, he's blocked shots, stopped them driving the lane, and just, offensively, not very good perimeter shooter, but if they get it inside to him, he's got a good body to body up with somebody who can get those shots.
As Ben Wade looks for Kyle Taylor again, and he is blocked that time by number 2, Effalu. Well, he was looking for a heat check there. Kyle Taylor, he's just feeling it right now. As Effalu is not letting Kyle catch the ball. Tommy passes to Kyle. Kyle drives and passes to Johnny. Johnny for 3. Oh, and that is another miss for Johnny. As Dang Bold takes it down, gets it to Effalu. Effalu to Slack. Bold setting up a play.
If North Kansas City can produce a point here.
And another forced turnover for Northtown. That's another steal for the Warrior team.
Ben Wade quietly on defense tonight has been having a good game.
Oh! Tommy Homebrecker makes Dang Bull fall. Wow. Did you expect that one, Johnny?
I didn't expect that one, but that was a great move by Tommy Homebrecker, going behind the back there, so.
As Rogers makes a turnaround,
and like I said before, he's not a good perimeter shooter, but inside he has some moves.
As that makes it a 5-point game with 23. As I think the Warriors will hold for the last shot with 18 seconds left. As they give it to Kyle Taylor, and it is good. Not holding for the last shot, but they have a 7-point lead with 6 seconds. Bull taking it up, and he's looking to take a... Oh, that looks like a... No. Oh, wow, they called a foul.
To me, the time was called before that foul.
Yes, that
I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, they should waive that one off. As the refs
if
are
they give
meeting.
them this foul, I don't know about this because they
They called it on the floor.
They blew the whistle after, the buzzer rang. I don't agree with
He's not at
this.
the line, though. He's not at the line. They just gave it the foul to whoever they called the foul on, and they're going into half with the 7-point lead against this athletic, long North Kansas City team.
So here's what I want to say so far for the Warriors before the Pommies begin their dance routine. It's been very impressive offensively, but the turnovers that have amounted up, if they would control that, we have an excellent shot to win this game. Obviously both teams are gonna get a pep talk in the locker room, and obviously that could change some games. But if the Warriors would just stick to the basics, obviously the three has been there for them. Keep taking open looks. But if they get it inside the hip or Chekazay or whoever's down low, that's a safe option. And with those safe options come points. So they just need to keep playing good defense. They got the momentum right now. The Warriors have the momentum. So let's look at the Pommies right now. All right, so now that the Pommies are done performing, we're back here for the halftime show. So, Gino, what have you been impressed with by both sides in this contest?
Yeah, Northtown, we've seen a lot of potential out of them. They're fast, they're good defenders, but they haven't really capitalized on our turnovers, and they've turned the ball over as well, if not even more than us. And for the Warriors, I like to play at Kyle Taylor right now. I mean, he's got 14 of our 25.
Do you think they should keep feeding the hot hand?
They should keep feeding the hot hand, and then should kick it into Andrew, who's got 6 as well, and Tommy has 5. And hopefully we can really carry this over into the second half and have a good second half.
I've heard that this Northtown team is very, very good. Just talking today at school, and what I've seen from the Warriors so far has been very impressive. I know this Northtown team gets a lot of talk, and but obviously any team can be beaten on any given day. And so, the Warriors just need to keep on, like you said, whether it be Kyle outside or, feeding it into Andrew down low. That's the type of thing that it takes to win this game. Obviously keep getting the boards. Just the turnovers, if we could just correct one thing from this first half, the turnovers just need to go down. So.
Yeah, I could not agree more. And we'll see you back at the second half. Go.
So now we're back with the second half here at St. Pius X High School. North Kansas City passing the ball around. Babker misses a three. Nathan Storm on the rebound.
Yeah, quick air ball for him. And the Pius crowd is going to give him, every time he touches the ball, they're going to chant air ball now. As Nathan Storm,
There's another turnover.
Another turnover. Yeah, Eric Slack goes up for the lay-in, easy lay-in. So it's a 5-point game early in this third quarter. As Tommy Homberger's taking it down the court, Dang Bowl is clapping his hands, waiting for this Warrior
There's another
offense.
turnover.
Wow, another turnover. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers. You know, we're not even a minute in. And obviously, North Kansas City, obviously their halftime talk was, let's just get hyped up and be ready to play this game.
Yeah, they're coming out with an intensity as Dang Bowl drives it in, and Kyle goes straight up, but he's great finisher. Dang Bowl, he can finish from anywhere. And a quick timeout for Coakley.
Like I said before, you know, this North Kansas City team is very hyped up. You know, a lot of people at school today were saying, you know, pardon the interruption, everybody, we had some technical difficulties, but picking up right now, Babker with the easy layup off the turnover, and is that another timeout for the Warriors?
Yeah, as you can see, they just took the lead. Yeah, we've missed a lot of action, and yeah, as we said earlier, Northtown came out with an intensity.
So basically, here's what you've missed from this short break. St. Pius has been turning over the ball, and obviously Coach Coakley had to take another timeout here. So we've taken 2 timeouts now in the third quarter. So this is not how the Warriors have wanted to start out this half.
Is that the masseuse down over there?
So basically during this break, the Warriors just need to focus on, you know, obviously they got to capitalize off this timeout. You know, we need to focus on limiting our turnovers. And as I said during the halftime show, you know, the one thing, if we could correct anything, the one thing we need to correct is fixing the turnovers. And that's something that they haven't been doing so far.
John and Joe, as I've heard from players on the team that we're both close friends with, they say that they always have one bad quarter. And I really don't want this third quarter to be that quarter as it's starting out to be.
And you know, I was talking to Nathan Storm, and he said that, I can't remember which game it was in the what was it, the Liberty North tournament, or was it a Liberty tournament? Liberty North tournament, and they said, you know, in the third quarter they were outscored. I don't want to recall a number, but they said they were very outscored in the third quarter, and I just hope that's not the case here in this third.
That's John.
And
foul on 22.
That's a foul on 22 on Johnny Conforti.
No, Lance Rogers.
Lance Rogers.
Number 32.
Inbounding is Conforti. Finds Homebrecker in the low post, and he gets fouled on the shot, but that's a great look. And that's what the Warriors need to keep doing. Feed it down low, pick up these fouls, you know, free throws.
Yeah, that would have been a huge momentum swinger. With the and one would have been huge. As Tommy drills the first free throw. And Tommy misses the second free throw as Dang Bowl is looking down the court, and it is picked up by Rogers. Rogers passed to Elfel, out back to Dang Bowl. Oh my Lord. Babker with another reverse layup. That was a great move.
And Babker, these reverse layups have been working for him all game long, and that's no surprise to me. And now as Homebrecker looks to Storm, and Storm passes it out to Conforti. Conforti finds Kyle in the post, drives in but misses it. Elfel with the rebound, Dang on the drive. He gets in the lane, and he just barely missed that layup. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor finds Homebrecker. Homebrecker's going down the sideline. Finds Storm. Storm with the three, he misses, picks up his own rebound. looking for a lane to pass to. Finds Homebrecker out. Homebrecker's back out now, dribbling. Finds Conforti out on the wing. Conforti would be smarter to pass it Hip in the inside. Conforti dishes it out to Storm. Storm driving, finds Hip. Top of the block, that's in for Hip. Easy money all day.
That has been his shot all year. All year. It's easy for him.
And I think the Warriors need to keep giving it to Andrew Hip. He's just, I wouldn't say a pure scorer, but I would say, he's a safe target to find. And as Dang Bull pulls up for a 3 and nails it, this is the type of athleticism we've been talking about. Dang Bull, whoever it be on this roster, North Kansas City has athleticism, they have shooters. St. Pius has to capitalize on this.
Kill him. As Johnny's looking for someone to pass.
Fine. Nathan Storm finds Kyle Taylor. Kyle drives in and misses the layup, but Hip grabs the board, like I've been saying before, finds Conforti, and Conforti botches, and I mean just botches, the easy look. Babker drives inside, passes that out to Eric Slack, and Slack misses the 3. Conforti fighting for the rebound. And it will be a jump ball for Conforti and Dang Bull, but the Warriors will retain possession. Conforti is showing very much frustration right now that he didn't come up with that board, but the Warriors, they did get possession, so, he's just got to calm his anger down right now. Tommy driving down the court, Dang Bull guarding, Hip sets a screen, and Homebrecker, it looks to be tipped from North Kansas City. Warriors will retain possession. That was a very, very close pass on that one. The turnovers, like I said before, and there's another turnover right there. Babker down, running, and there's an easy layup. So North Kansas City is winning 35-28 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in this third. Gino, how do you think North Kansas City is playing right now on this run?
Yeah, this is a huge run. We've scored 3 points in the third quarter, Johnny Joe. 3, and that's it. It's just been all turnovers for us this half.
It's really pitiful given the talent, that this Warrior roster has and how closely we played with the North Kansas City Hornets in the first half. We're self-destructing right now. And there's another turnover, Ben Wade. And Dang Bull dunks it.
He is flexing on him.
And now the Warriors will take their third timeout of the third quarter. They are self-destructing right now. Gino, what do the Warriors have to do to get back on track? Because this is getting ugly.
Stop turning the ball over and feed Kyle Taylor. Feed Kyle Taylor. He's been making everything tonight.
In the student section right now, the life is low right now. And I think that the student section really needs to pump up this team.
Is that what you think? Can they hear me on that?
So as Coach Coakley is talking with the Warriors right now during their timeout, he's instructing them that, to play it smart. The turnover factor has just not been good so far. And obviously, Mr. Coakley, Mr. Lamble, they're an excellent coaching staff. They give these guys the guidance they need. So with this timeout concluding, what we're looking for in the Warriors is to capitalize, on their possessions. No more turnovers. That's the big thing tonight. No more turnovers.
All right, Johnny Joe. We'll see how it goes after the third timeout. Hopefully, third time's a charm. As Dang Bull's fired up. Passes to Tommy. Kyle sets a screen for Andrew. They're setting up a play. Tommy comes off the screen. Looks for Ben Wade in the corner.
That's a very risky pass. Just coming after 3 timeouts, the Warriors have to realize.
And another turnover, a steal by number 15. And he gets up and dunks it. And now it's an 11-point game.
What's sad is right now is we had the momentum ending this first half, and we gave it up. And that's something we can't do. When you give up momentum and you screw up the game like this, it's just not going to work out for this team. They need to stick to the basics, get it down low to Hip, and stop turning the ball over. They find Bierman in the post, back out to Wade for the 3, and he just misses it, but that's a good shot for Wade. Bull driving down the court, finds Eric Slack, back to Bull. Bull is taking his time now with the third quarter winding down, 1 minute and change left. Throws it across the court to Babker, back to Bull, back to Slack, to Elfel. Elfel dribbling, finds Slack, then to Bull. Bull is holding the ball. They want this last possession, but I don't know if they can get it with 45 seconds.
Well, I don't think the Warriors are going to do anything to him.
The Warriors are playing very passive right now. They need to get up in their face and get this turnover. They can't let them hold out for this clock right now. And now with time winding down, we have 30 seconds left in the third. Eric Slack is holding onto the ball. Watch for the trap by Kyle Taylor. They pass it out to Bull. Bull back out to Slack. Elfel back on the baseline, throws it to Bull.
With 15 left.
There is 14 seconds left, and Pius may give up this last possession, and this is just not smart for them. Elfel shoots a three, misses it. Tommy gets a rebound. They have 2 seconds left. They got to put it up. They tried to find Hip at the end, but Hip could not handle the pass and fumbles that one. So Gino, after this third quarter, it's just a very pitiful quarter. What do you see in this Warrior team heading into the fourth?
You want me to know that? I think here's what happened. We just went into the third quarter with too much confidence. I mean, that first half was earned. I think Northtown came into the game thinking they were just going to roll us. St. Pius, private school, bunch of Catholics, and
Tony Maggio logging off.
And I just think we came out soft in the second half, and they just started taking it to us.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Super Bowl that we just saw. New England and Atlanta, 28-3. The Patriots were obviously the clear winners in that game going in. Brady, experienced. Like Pius says, they're a very experienced team. They had the momentum like the Falcons did, and they're losing it right now. But let's hope that this outcome is not the same that the Falcons had. We want the Warriors to win this game.
Yeah, because no one likes the Patriots either. As the Northtown Hornets will start with the ball starting this fourth quarter. Dang Bull passes it out to Slack. They are not rushing anything right now. They just want to hold the ball all fourth quarter.
I don't like this by the Hornets. Okay, I understand they want to take care of the ball and hold this lead, but when you hold the ball like that, it really, just Babker makes another three. So the score is 42-28. There's 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. The Warriors need to find a spark. I don't want them to live and die by the three, but it looks like it's going to come down to that. They find Hip on the inside. He drives in, looks to put up a shot and makes it. And like I said before, if they would have done that earlier in the game and even in the third quarter, we'd see this a tighter score. Babker out to Pennington. Pennington inside to Lance Rogers. Back out to Pennington. Eric Slack now has the ball and throws it out to the point guard Bull. Eric Slack retains the ball. Tommy Umberger with almost picking off that pass.
Short.
And that's a short three.
As no one boxes out Babker with another point. He's got 10 points in the game. No idea. As Tommy Umberger drives, pump fakes, goes up strong, gets his own rebound, and goes up again and makes it.
So with the score being 44-32, it's a 12-point game, not over yet, essentially. But if they keep giving up points as Babker drives the lane and one.
Johnny took a charge.
No,
took a charge.
Johnny took a charge. Wow, so there's no and one, no points there on Babker. So Johnny takes the charge there, takes the blow, and that's the type of thing the Warriors need to do. When it comes down late in the game like this, they need to take those charges. And now Thomas Ringel checks in at point guard for Homebrecker.
Thomas Ringel, Jr. He doesn't have much experience. Coakley's putting Thomas in. Oh, wow. As they call it, travel on Thomas Ringel. That did not look like a travel. But as I was saying, Thomas, not a lot of experience at the varsity level, and he puts him in a point in the game where we need to come back. I mean, I love Thomas. but I don't know if he's ready for this yet.
You know, it's not that he's not ready. He went to St. Andrews with me, and we played basketball together, you know, till 8th grade, all the way through 2nd grade. And as Pennington makes a 3, and that would be the younger brother, DeAnthony, who's a sophomore. And like we were saying about Thomas, you know, it's not that he's not ready. He's had experience in basketball. You know, obviously you're going to start, you know, Homebrecker, because Homebrecker is just an incredible athlete and has great range from the three-point arc. But, you know, Ringo brings that presence. He's a little small. He is small, but you know what? He has great speed and agility and could drive the lane very well. So I'm really excited to see what Ringo brings to this team.
Yeah, especially next year, Johnny Joe, especially next year.
And we'll be a senior dominant team next year. You know, looking at the lineup, we'll have Ringo, Wade, Storm, Kyle Taylor, Chekaze Anakwi. So if you look at the lineup, we have no problem there next year. So, you know, we have great depth, and just really looking forward to what these Warriors bring in the future.
As another turnover, Pius. I think that's about 15 turnovers now, Johnny Joe.
And you're not overestimating either. You know, just time and time again during this game and just throughout the whole season in general, it's just the Warriors have been turning over the ball like it's nothing. And they have to realize, you know, they have to treat the basketball like it's their baby. They can't give it up, you know. And like Chad Ochocinco said, don't drop the baby. So now it's Bull driving down the court in this 3-2 zone that the Warriors are in. Dang Bull out to Pennington. Pennington for 3, barely misses it.
Over the back foul.
Anakwi, there's an over back foul on Anakwi. So Anakwi was jumped over, so no foul on the Warriors there. The foul was on Eric Slack. And like I said before, Anakwi brings incredible size and athleticism to this Warriors lineup. Now as Homebreckers driving down the court with it being 34-47, the Warriors got to find a spark here. There's 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. Taylor finds it, and there he goes. Gets the 2 points in the lane. Bull out to Babker. Babker driving in the lane. Looks for Pennington.
Kyle steals the ball.
Kyle steals the ball, driving down. Bull fouls him.
That's how you take contact, as Bull's slow to get up. But that shows that's what Tommy needed to do down there on the other end. But that was a great play by Kyle Taylor, smart play.
With the Warriors being down here, you know, it's 47-36 Northtown, and Kyle has to make these 2 free throws here. And there's one. So now the score is 47-37. It's a 10-point game with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So ladies and gentlemen, please stay with us. This game is not over. And Kyle makes his 2nd free throw. It is a single-digit game with 9 points separating these 2 teams. Let's see what this epic outcome could be as Dang drives in. And there's a travel. This is what the Warriors need. Momentum is slowly shifting to the Warriors' side.
I could not agree more. Northtown has a couple turnovers the last 2 possessions as Nathan Storm checks out of the game, and Chekaze Anakwi as Andrew Hip enters back in the game. Actually, no, Nathan Storm does not check out of the game. As the starters are going to finish out this game. As Coakley shouts out a play to his offense. Tommy trying to do something with the ball, and he tries to force a pass, but they get it back. Andrew pulls up, and it is going to be Warriors ball. Almost another turnover, but
and it was very close on that one. But the Warriors, you know, I can understand if the turnovers start piling up now. You know, maybe not earlier in the game, but if they start piling up now, I understand it. You know, it's late in the game. You need to find something. You know, this game's not over. You know, it's a 9-point game with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. If the Warriors, you know, they're only down 9, so 3 threes, but I wouldn't go for the threes here. I'd get it down low and stick to what they've been doing all season. As Nathan Storm makes a move on the baseline, across court to Taylor. Taylor to Tommy Homebrecker. Homebrecker finds Hip inside. Hip is a little short on the shot. And that looked like to be a foul there, but it was no call by the refs.
That was a very long possession. Johnny Joe would get nothing from it. We're about to hit under 3 minutes, and now it's a jump ball, so it'll be Warriors ball.
So, like I said before, this jump ball, the Warriors need to capitalize. It's 2 minutes and 59 seconds, just under 3 minutes, and with it being a 9-point game, like we said, it's not over, folks. But obviously, it's the wind is leaning heavily towards North Kansas City as Conforti goes up and makes the shot. It is 47-40 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Johnny was looking to take some contact there. Great play, great finish. As Dang Bull is looking to get his offense. As Babker looks to knock down another 3, Andrew is in his face. Bull looking to shoot. Ethel takes a drive, and it is off. Northtown, Warriors ball, Johnny.
It's a Warriors ball with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. It's a 7-point game.
Johnny Joe, I would not be surprised if we hit a 3 here that Northtown would take a timeout. The momentum is all on our side.
If Northtown takes a timeout, the Warriors got to realize, it's not over. Conforti out to Taylor. Taylor out to Homebrecker. Homebrecker finds it inside to Hip. Hip dribbling inside, looks for a shot and is fouled.
On the floor.
1-1.
Actually, yeah, it is.
So now this looks to be a 1-1 for Andrew Hip. Or no, 2 shots. It's 2 shots. So Hip's got to make these. If he makes these 2 shots, we're looking at a 5-point game, folks, and he misses the first one. Andrew Hip misses the first shot, so it's still 47-40, but
just pondering these ideas, Johnny Joe. Imagine if you had that kid's height.
Well, obviously at the quarterback position, that would be nice. Andrew's got an excellent gift that God gave him. He's just got to use them. Quoting the Bronx Tale, the worst thing in life is wasted talent, and I think these Warriors have not wasted their talent. Just keep pushing, guys. Dang.
It's a 6-point game with a minute and change left, just under 2 minutes.
Babker with the ball on the outside, looks to drive in.
Oh, but it is a called foul on the floor.
So the Warriors need to play good defense here with it being 47-41. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. And it looks like North Kansas City takes a timeout here. So during this timeout, we have a 6-point game. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. It is not over, folks. So obviously 2 threes would tie it up, but you could get 4 easy shots down low to Hip. It just depends on the time scenario. If we could stop them here on this possession, I would go ahead and find it inside to Hip. But if they make a shot here, North Kansas City, I think the Warriors need to start looking for Kyle Taylor on the perimeter. They have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose here late in this 4th quarter. They need to find some kind of spark to either tie it or win this game, and they are very more than capable to do it.
Did you hear that? Oh, wow.
So number 15, Eric Slack, gets the shot, and they got to start looking perimeter here. It's 49-41. We have an 8-point game here at St. Pius X High School. Homebrecker with the ball, looks for Taylor. Taylor for 3, misses. So not a bad shot selection. I like it. Bull with the ball, driving in, then goes back out, and he's holding the ball. Warriors are looking to trap right here. Gives it back to Slack, back to Elfel in the corner, and Taylor gets it. Taylor intercepted the pass, gets it out to Homebrecker. Homebrecker driving inside, pump fakes, overshoots it. Anaqui with the shot, got it. Looks like it's going to be a timeout on North Kansas City. So it is 49-43 for North Kansas City. We are looking at a 6-point game with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. Gino, I don't want to say predict the outcome, but I'm going to anyways. What are you seeing right now with a minute left and change?
I am a Warrior, but I think they're just going to dribble this one out with the athleticism, but we'll see. I mean, can they knock down free throws? Can they? This is going to be the longest minute 3 seconds of our lives.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. Conforti has 2 threes left. They're going to leave them open in the wing, and Conforti will hit those threes. Now, what's most interesting about this game is, as we saw in the first half, Warriors had all the momentum. But in the third quarter, the Warriors lost all momentum, and Northtown went on a huge run, with the Warriors only scoring 3 points. In the fourth quarter, the Warriors have slowly tried to come back, with it being a 6-point game, and as Bull has the ball, time clicking down, 59 seconds and counting. Conforti dove for the ball, and Elful and Conforti were both retaining it. It will be Northtown ball still. Rogers inbounding the ball. He's looking, finds Babker. Babker with the spin. Warriors looking for the trap here, and they will call a foul on Storm.
That could have been dangerous for the Warriors. They just got to move their feet.
With time ticking down, the Warriors have to be thinking foul here. There you go. Taylor fouls Bull. I don't know how many more fouls till we are in the bonus here. One more foul till we're in the bonus here. And Homebrecker fouls Bull, so we are now in the bonus.
Actually, one more.
Excuse me. So there is one more foul left to give that the Warriors have. And Homebrecker fouls Bull again, so now with 6 fouls on the Warriors. I guess it's 7 to go in the 1-and-1. A little bit more different than it is in the NBA or in college. So now I'm guessing they will go to the 1-and-1.
Might be 2 shots.
It could be 2 shots here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll figure this out here.
We had 2 shots last time.
It is a 1-and-1, and they miss it. Northtown ball. Andrew Hipp recovers the rebound, but out of bounds. So the Warriors are going to have to look to foul here.
His name is Daniel.
So Northtown makes a shot. It is now 51-43. Warriors with any hope of surviving. They shoot a 3 from Taylor, but miss. Conforti fouls Bull. Bull will head back to the line. You know, the story in this game is turnovers. The Warriors have turned the ball over too many times. And, you know, it's a sad outcome with it being 51-43 with 20 seconds left.
They could pull a T-Mac.
They could, but chances of that are very slim as Hipp recovers the rebound from the 1-and-1 from Bull. Homebrecker driving down the court, looking for all hope here. Finds Storm. Storm pulls up for 3 and misses. Northtown retains a rebound from Rogers. Babker driving down, 5 seconds for 3, 2, 1, and Northtown will win this game 51-43. So, story of this game, turnovers. Story of this game has been mostly turnovers, but before we conclude, we're going to do a quick post game here. So, Gino, I just want a little bit of insight from you. What have you thought of this game in total? I know the Warriors fought very hard, but mistakes. So, can you tell us a little bit about what happened during this game?
Yeah, early in the season, I've really seen this Warrior team turn the ball over way too much, and that has lost us a couple games this year. And as you see, we had a terrible third quarter, only scoring 3 points. You can't win doing that. And hopefully we can rebound and hopefully fix these things. Hopefully fix these things during the end of the season.
And, you know, as we get ready to leave here, I really liked what the passion the Warriors played with. Well, we're not questioning that. We're obviously questioning, though, just the passes and how the Warriors have just managed their time here during this game. But obviously, we're very proud of the Warriors. They've obviously have been working hard this season. So, we're they're always looking for improvement. But, as for me and Gino, we'll be signing off here in one moment. But, Gino, any last comments before we sign off?
Good, well-fought game. Hopefully we'll see you next time. And John Lamberto, hopefully we'll be back. Hopefully next year, hopefully this year.
So, yeah, and I would love to come back here. So that's it for us, St. Pius. Final score here was 53-41 in favor of the North Kansas City Hornets. Hopefully, 51-43, excuse me, and hopefully you guys will tune in next time on the St. Pius 10th X Factor.